On today's video we will go over the best Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis beat-em-up games that can be played with a friend using Piepacker. I will try not to lean too heavily on all the great Capcom beat-em-up games and will include some lesser-known games that you may have never played. Number 10, SpiderMan vs. Venom Separation Anxiety. This classic game has fast-paced action and clean comic book graphics, which makes it a fun co-op experience. Number 9. Pirates of Dark Water. Most people have never played this game, but this would be the only pirate-themed beat-em-up that I've ever played. A very colorful game with a variety of interesting levels. Number 8. Captain Commando is a classic Capcom game with tight gameplay and lots of action. It isn't the most difficult beat-em-up, but it is a fun 30-minute romp through the game. Number 7. The Power Rangers the movie games. The Sega and Nintendo versions are very different, but both provide a lot of fun. The Sega game as shown has more straight-up fighting and a great soundtrack. The combat is more smooth in the Genesis version. The Super Nintendo version has more variety within the levels, with you fighting on snowboards, and the side-scrolling levels offer more to them than simply punching and kicking enemies. Either way, it's much more fun than it should be. Number 6. The Punisher. While not as good as the arcade version, this Sega Genesis port is still lots of fun. A mixture of hand-to-hand combat with gunplay makes this a fast-paced fun action game. Also, who doesn't want to whoop asses playing as the Punisher? Number 5. Iron Commando. This game is available for free as part of the Piepacker, so you won't need a cartridge or ROM to play it. A very underrated game with quick combat and also lots of weapon play. This is a better version of the Punisher with smooth graphics and combat. This is a hidden gem. Number 4. Knights of the Round. Another fantastic Capcom game with the medieval theme, which is a fantastic port. The graphics are clean and the combat is fast-paced and a ton of fun. It also has a level-up system which helps add a wrinkle to the gameplay. Number 3. Final Fight 3. The best of the Final Fight games, in which it has the best graphics, best gameplay, and it runs completely smooth. This may be number 1 on many people's list as the best beat-em-up. It's a must-play for everyone. Final Fight 2 is a huge improvement over the original, but isn't quite as polished as the third one. The second one still is a tough challenge and plays really well even today. Get this one also. Number 2. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles games. The Sega Genesis game titled The Hyperstone Heist is really clean looking and has smooth animations. The game is short but really fast-paced and a great pick-up-and-play title to play with a bud. The Super Nintendo version titled Turtles in Time is the superior game of the two. The graphics are better, the level design is more creative, and the action itself is more tight on this version. An absolute must-play for any beat-em-up fan. Before we get to the obvious number 1 in this list, let's go over some honorable mentions. King of Dragons. Another fantasy beat-em-up with RPG elements. Great replayability with this game. Peacekeepers. The best of the Russian beat series. This one has the best graphics and levels of the series. Brawl Brothers. The second in the Russian beat series. This one is a bit more repetitive but still is fun to mindlessly kick the crap out of baddies. X-Men 2 Clone Wars. This game has really nice graphics that bring the cartoon series to life. It may feature a bit more verticality in the levels with more platforming than the other games from this list. Golden X3. It doesn't hold up quite as well as the other games from this list, but it still offers a fun, albeit very basic beat-em-up to play. Battletoads Double Dragon. The combat is more fast-paced than the other typical slow, clunky Double Dragon games from both systems. Captain America and the Avengers. The graphics are very dated, but the gameplay is mindless, fast, and fun. The constant flickering may cause a seizure, so be prepared before playing. Sonic Blast Man 2. This probably could be in the top 10 list. It looks beautiful, it plays smoothly, and it's a lot of fun. And now for number 1 on the list. I wonder what it could be? Streets of Rage 2. How can this not be number 1 on this list? It has the best soundtrack, great gameplay, and very stylish, beautiful graphics. It provides a great challenge which requires you to practice and master each of the characters to beat it on the more difficult levels. Streets of Rage 3 is also a solid pick, but I found the soundtrack to be not nearly as good, and the game seems to have less personality and charm as the second. Either way, it's a fun playthrough. And there we have it, the top beat-em-up games that you can load up on the Piepacker and tag along with friends around the world. Please leave a comment and subscribe, and stay tuned for more Piepacker videos in the future.